Hi, I'm Sherry from Whole Circle Studio, and welcome to week 10, the final week of our Leaf Peepers quilt along. We now have all 4 of our leaves quilted and we're ready to start quilting the background. I'm going to continue quilting using my walking foot, and I'm going to do a grid on a diagonal. And the reason why I came to this design decision was I was really starting to look at the shapes that all of our leaves take. We know that there's a lot of diagonals because we made lots of half square triangles which created a diagonal. So let me show you how I'm going to plan out my background. These shapes, or these diagonals right here, are very strong to me, strong lines, and I want to pick up on that. So I'm going to do essentially a grid, meaning lines this way and then lines at a 90 degrees, but I'm going to work, like I said, on a diagonal. So I like to mark using a Hera marker. So I'm going to start with the middle point, and I could see that nice seam where all 4 blocks of our leaf blocks come together. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to use my ruler and find my 45-degree indicator and line that up with this seam right here, making sure that the ruler is aligned on that point where all 4 blocks come together. And then I'm simply going to use my Hera marker, hold down the ruler with some good might, and mark that line. And that's going to be a guide, my first guide for quilting. The reason why I like this Hera marker is that the line, it just creases the fabric, it doesn't damage it, and that line will go away. You don't have to worry about removing any pencil marks or pen marks, and I really prefer it. But if you prefer another way of marking, I would stick with that. So I could see I have this nice crease, and I'm just going to follow that line with my walking foot. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go down the line, and what I'm going to do then is pivot right to the white edge of that ditch. And what I'm going to do then is turn around and go back. So what I'll do is I'm going to do 1/2 inch lines, so a line every 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark that. I could see through my ruler. It might be hard to pick up on the camera, but I'm just going to put that on my 1/2 line, 1/2 inch mark, and I'm going to make another line. You can certainly use your walking foot edge as a guide as well. And you can see I have a 1/2 inch, and then I'm just going to continue that all the way. I could stop and bury threads when I want, but I'll just keep marking 1/2 inch lines. And again, however you feel most comfortable following a line, whether it's the edge of your walking foot, a Hera marker, a pen or pencil, that's totally fine. So like I said, I'm going to start quilting here. I'm going to go up the line, travel along the edge of the leaf, go back, travel along the edge of this leaf, go back, and so on. And I'll just keep going all the way along. When it gets a little wonky of where I want to follow, I'll probably just stop and bury that thread and then move on, and then I'll continue on this side. So I'm going to do all of that, and then I'll do the same thing going the other way, and I'll be sure to post photos on the blog of this. I'm going to use this white thread because I want the quilting again to just kind of help support the quilt top, but not to distract from it. I hope you're having an awesome time making your Leaf Peepers quilts. I can't wait to see all of them. Let's make something awesome.